doing? I'm so underprepared.
It's been a long day for us. We've been filming a lot. Can you excuse some of the sleeps we are going to have tonight?
I thought you were going to do Can You Feel the Love Tonight then.
Oh, can you? I'm not feeling the love, I'm feeling the tiredness.
But we've had another great day of first rehearsals. And all of the semi-finalists have now had their first rehearsal.
This is so exciting. And we've had many surprises today, and we've had some not so surprising days, rehearsals. So we are going to go in order of rehearsals. And as soon as Andy is ready and
He's
set,
ready.
Andy was born ready. Guys, have you watched Mimicat and Andy today? You have some homework there to do.
Gingerbread has, because it says, you're hoping you're going to see me in red lipstick tonight. Unfortunately, the red lipstick had to come off, because we then had to go and meet Andrew Lambrou today. And I didn't want to do that in full makeup.
Why not? You would have been so handsome.
Oh, I know. But let's just say hello to, we've got Sarah O'Halloran, we've got, hey, Joanne Johnson, and you're in sunny and warm Madeira today. Thank you so much for your message you sent us yesterday, I think.
Yes.
And have a fabulous time I've never been to Madeira
I've
before.
never been there either, but many of my friends have, so they say it's beautiful.
I've heard it's beautiful, so I'm sure you're having a great time, Joanne. Hello to Issy Manga. We've got Vladimir in Skopje. Hello to you. We've got Dylan. Hey, Dylan. Is that Dylan? Is that Eurovox Dylan?
Dylan?
I can't see it from here.
It's either Eurovox Dylan or it's a
different Dylan. So if you're a different Dylan, welcome. If you are our Dylan, love you.
We've got Lukasz from Czechia. We've got Bjorn. Hey, Bjorn. We've got LT Crumb. How you all doing, guys? Dylan wants to know if San Marino surprised us today. So very briefly, and we will talk about it a little bit later in the live. Did San Marino surprise you today?
Yes, actually yes. Because I've just seen them in the pre-parties, and I had just seen the Una Voce per San Marino's performance, and I couldn't get a sense of a staging in any of the events. So now we have a staging, and they look quite like a rock band, not like a professional rock band, not like an amateur.
I love the outfits as well, and I have to say that I love, I can't remember the lead singer's name, but I love his jacket as well. That's like from the TikTok clip we were watching, the jacket's really hitting it for me. And they're still not in my bottom. Jess?
The staging surprised me in a good way for San Marino.
Oh, Dylan, you're not Eurovox Dylan. We've got another Dylan in the house. We love Dylans.
Hi.
The more Dylans, the merrier. Where are you from, Dylan? And we've also got Mark from Margate in the UK. And Lee Fern, you're saying there are a couple of surprises today. So let's talk, first of all, about Estonia.
Yep.
She wasn't in her outfit.
No. I don't know what's going on with
I don't
this
know
outfit.
why the outfit's not here.
We know that since the very beginning when Eurovision is going to be, white people can get prepared on time. You are not Spanish. You know, because Spanish people are always late.
Oh yeah. Estonia.
Yes,
What's wrong with Jess? Jess switched off for a second.
I didn't know if Clara was going to continue, so...
There was a pause there.
Right. Estonia.
But quickly while you get ready to open your mouth, Jess, let's say hello to Roman from Ljubljana. Oh, we're going to be talking about Joker out today as well. I'm so excited. Anyway, Estonia.
I really liked Estonia's rehearsal. I loved kind of the colour scheme and the whole vibe going on with these blue colours and blue and white colours. It was very, I think I said the word ethereal before. Yeah. And it was just beautiful on stage, and she looked beautiful on stage. I would love that to be her outfit, because I think it looks great. But overall, I'm very happy or impressed with what I've seen from Estonia.
Yeah, the fact that that's not going to be her outfit really makes me wonder, how can they top that?
Yeah.
Because the outfit she wore, it already looked very elegant, very in the mood, very in tune for the whole vibe that she was bringing. And I love the haunting piano. It's there, it's going to be played on itself, it's going to be played itself. And yeah, the vocals sounded really nice. She was also mesmerized herself by her own graphics, so that's only a good sign.
Yeah.
It looked beautiful, but I'm still not connecting. I'll be completely honest. I don't know what it is. The studio version of this song actually has really grown on me, but now that I've seen it on stage, I don't know. I think I need to see the full, a bit more of the rehearsal. But what I did see was beautiful. But it's just, I just don't know why this song is not connecting with me, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm more a fan of the staging than I am the song with this one.
I'm more a fan of her press person, Liam, than.
Hey, we love Liam. Let's say hello to Neil Error as well. Hey, Neil Error, thank you for joining us. We've got Laurie Francis. Sounds like Cyprus had a fantastic rehearsal. So Cyprus's rehearsal was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was. And I liked what I saw. I still think people are discounting Cyprus. It shouldn't be
Probably
discounting
me.
them. And they're actually, I know I say never pay attention to the odds, but I think they're like third in the odds to qualify
wow.
from the semi-final.
I haven't checked the odds, but I could see them qualifying because for me personally, it really worked. I love to see the flames. I love the graphics of the flames, and while he was giving like his heartwarming performance, like the high notes, and he was just expressing so much. I think it helped to heighten that emotion.
Neil Error is saying Cyprus will come down to Andrew's live and charisma. We actually got to meet him today, and he's a lovely, lovely guy. He's only 24 as well.
Yeah.
He's still a baby.
So young.
He's very camera friendly, so I think he's gonna melt a few hearts.
I love saying camera. Let's just say he's hot. Hey, Lee Fern, how you doing? We've got Jasper. Your winner is Austria C 2024 in Vienna. Oh, can't wait to talk about Austria. We've also got AXWL Europe, Hola. And let's have a look. So we're talking about Estonia. We'd love to know what you guys in the live think about Estonia. Mark saying that Andrew Lambrie's arms are qualifying.
Oh, yes. And in real life, they look like really big guns.
We can reveal that he had a jacket on when we met him today.
But he took the
He did
He
take
took
it
the
off,
jacket
though.
off after the interview and let us all feel he didn't really let us feel his arms. Neil Error, we are going to talk about Slovenia shortly, but any comments in the live about Estonia? But then our second rehearsal of today was...
Iceland.
Ooh.
Sorry, that was me doing an amazing, a powerful voice. She has got a voice that will literally knock down buildings. There's so much, power. Has got a set of lungs.
Yeah, I thought her liver was going to come out of her mouth when she was doing her sound check. Wow. And I love that they have kept this moment where she is just her on the stage. I thought it was really powerful. I really connected with that staging. It was very simple from Iceland in the Icelandic national final. And I love that they're respecting that. I love that she has this, I called it party trick, where she just is almost like a handstand backwards with one hand. Yeah, of course we can do that on every party to get the attention of everyone.
We're seeing lots of back bending this year. We're seeing lots of lying on the floor.
It's because they're young and we're not.
Yeah, lots of lying on the floor and lots of back bending. And I love a bit of back bending, but not when it comes to Eurovision. It's not the kind of back bending I was hoping for here in Liverpool. But yeah, we're seeing some really athletic
People.
performances. But there is a new craze this year about lying on the floor and singing at the same time. Is that about showing your talent? Because I imagine it's quite difficult to
that's quite
be able to project your
difficult.
voice.
Yeah.
I think we've got 5 liars on the floor this year so far.
Liar, pants on fire.
Yeah. Who are we talking about again? Sorry. Iceland. It's still the same with me. Love her. She's absolutely crazy. Love the verses, the chorus. It's just the bit that gets me, I think. And love the verses of this song, and her voice is outstanding.
Yeah.
What do you guys think in the live? Did you speak about Iceland?
I didn't.
No.
I would say again, it's a song where I like the staging more than the actual song itself. I do appreciate that she's done something a little bit different to what we saw in the national final and has added some kind of moves and has a bit more of a staging going on. But for me, that's kind of the best part about it, really.
Michael Dean Gray, hello to you. You're saying that you've already forgotten about Estonia. Mr. No, you also recognise it's a beautiful song, but you also don't connect with Estonia's song. Gingerbread, we're talking about Delia here. Great positive girl, great voice. Song has no power. We've also got KC9 Music, who can't wait for us to talk about Australia. I cannot wait to talk about, oh my God, I cannot wait to talk about Australia. And also AXWL is asking us, have we said something about the picture of Blanca?
Oh, you mean the one where she's like kicking her leg up and it's like she's splitting...
I don't know if I've seen this picture.
Yeah, it was one of the official pictures.
Is there something wrong with it?
No.
I guess it just shows off her super flexibility.
AXLW, tell us what picture you're talking about and if there's been any drama, because I'm sure Blanca needs a bit more drama this year. Sarah Hanrahan says, will the Icelandic girl break glass with her voice? She could, and she probably has done already.
Yeah.
Her voice is amazing. I would also love to hear her sing some more gospel, because she's a gospel singer as well. We've got Mr. No says, Iceland's song never really goes anywhere, listenable, but you don't think it will qualify. Lee Fern is saying, like she's doing the splits, she's very flexible.
That's the photo we were talking about.
Well, we saw the dance break with Poland, so we'll be talking about that shortly. AXWL is saying it has more views than any other picture of the rehearsals. Okay.
I could see why. It's sort of impressive.
Was Poland next?
Oh, Greece was next.
Oh, Greece! Now, I was really looking forward to this, because I've been saying all along that people are sleeping on Greece. He was sleeping for a little bit because he's also lying on the floor and singing. But yeah, he's but interesting outfit choice. It looks a bit like a safari guide.
That's
for me.
really good. We've been trying to come out the whole day. What did he look like? I said a scout boy. You
I said a postman.
But I think safari guy.
It's like a safari guide, just minus the hat, isn't it? But he's oh, sorry.
No, because he also has like this fang, this necklace and pendant of a fang, so that really makes the safari theme.
Yeah, but it's I don't think we got to really get a lot from the clip. We heard a bit of him kind of singing, warming up. I mean, he's got a fantastic voice, and
his talking voice too.
But listening to his talking his talking voice, it's easy to forget that he's actually only 16, because he sounds so mature when he talks.
What a deep voice.
I'm really looking forward to Greece coming out of nowhere this
Yeah.
year and proving a lot of people wrong, I hope. And we spoke to someone who said this was one of their favourites.
Who did we speak to?
Or have I seen? No, I think I saw a Cardia video online
Cardia
where he was saying
it
was one of his favourites.
We don't know now what is real and what is online, because this is crazy. This is a crazy lifestyle we have.
Crazy party.
It's crazy, it's party.
Neil Error, you really like Greece. You're a bit confused, but it may work better with the whole thing. Again, we're only seeing such a short clip, aren't we, guys? So it's hard to tell.
And especially the Greek one was even shorter when it comes to the staging. There was a lot about Victor talking to Stephen Holden and talking to the camera. It was out of all of the TikToks, the one with less footage of the rehearsal.
And we may see an outfit change as
Hopefully.
well. Apparently half the outfits haven't turned up yet to Liverpool, because people are rehearsing in outfits that aren't the end of the night, and this is the time where they will try the different outfits.
But to be fair, because he had projections and the projections were wearing the same outfit as him, I'm a little worried that might be the actual outfit.
Yeah, that was one thing I wasn't kind of really connecting with his staging, was just kind of a million Victors behind the real Victor. And
What, you don't want a million just behind you?
Well, okay. Actually, it could be quite nice on such a big stage like the Eurovision stage, but for me it doesn't work with the style of the song, and I feel like there's a bit of a mismatch going on.
Bubble Pirate Estonia's definite non-qualifier for you. Jasper, no red wine today. There has been a little.
I finished it.
Bubble Pirate, you're worried a little bit about Georgia qualifying. Okay.
Really?
That's a surprise. It looked epic to me. And
She
we had our
sounds-
first proper wind machine with Georgia,
Yes.
which always which always excites me.
She sounds
Rebecca Exon.
Carola is found shaking in her boots.
Yeah. Poland next.
Yes, it is.
Okay, let's talk about Poland.
Hi, kick and all.
What?
First of all, I'm so happy with the outfit choice and that
Me
they
too.
haven't gone with the pastel pink because the styling was the real worry for me with this song. And we also have a dance break, and people are going to compare it to Chanel and Eleni because apparently a woman can't dance without being compared to another successful woman who's danced before.
Preach.
But yeah, it's a massive kind of glow up.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, I'm impressed because I wasn't expecting that they would change it so much. I thought they would stick with the formula. And I love that there's like the dress is purple and orange, and then there's an outfit change, and she has these salsa shoes, and they added male dancers, so that's really cool.
Yeah. Really impressed from the reaction that I've seen from others as well. Other people are impressed with this, and I hope. Look, let's be real. There's been drama about Blanka going to Eurovision in Poland. Lots of the Polish fans aren't happy. I'm hoping that they can see how much work she's put into this. And I think this has a really, really good chance of going. I would be surprised if this doesn't go through to the final, and I really hope for her that she does.
Yeah, and her vocals were good.
Yeah.
Everyone was saying
Yeah.
like she always sang on playback and so on, but we got to hear a bit of like real vocals, and I am very happy with them.
Yeah, I mean, how she hasn't broken her neck because I think there was some moves that concerned me.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's I was just really impressed, and I'm really happy for her, and I'm happy for you guys in Poland because I think actually you've got a really good shot of going through to the final again.
Sorry.
And I was just going to say whether you agreed with the selection or not, a good result for Poland is a good result.
Yeah, before I watched the rehearsal, I wasn't sure Poland was going to qualify, but now I'm quite sure. And I was a Jan Stan, I'm still a Jan Stan, but I am very happy with what I saw. And for me, this was the most impressive rehearsal, basically because my expectations were so low, and they brought the house up.
Yes, I would agree with everything you've all said. But no, I am very impressed with Blanka's staging. For me, they've really pulled it out of the bag with staging. And for me, I think the staging is better than the song itself. But I think the staging is really going to carry that song through to the final.
Agreed. There's nothing groundbreaking about a solo. We've heard it before in many, many different forms and from different people. There's absolutely nothing groundbreaking about it. But, you know, when it comes to Eurovision, there doesn't have to be something groundbreaking about a song for people to like it or think it's catchy or, you know, be humming it in their head and to pick up the phone and vote for it.
To be fair, Loreen is coming with an exact replica almost of like the same formula she used to win Eurovision, so there shouldn't be any problem of Blanka coming with a formula.
Yeah, and it will get in people's heads. Before we go on to the next country, Linnea is actually saying you're worried about Sweden. Finland have caught up. What do we think? So for me, coming into this, I've said Sweden is not an outright winner. Of course, no one can discount Sweden from winning for obvious reasons, and because it's a great song and a great performance, and it's Loreen. There's many reasons why Sweden could walk away with the big prize this year. However, then Kärja came along, and I think he is the big competition. And I think people are discounting Finland for the win because they think juries are going to tank it, and I actually don't think I think Finland is also going to score really well with the juries, so I think it's going to be a tight race. And if he nails that televote score, which I think he may do, we could be heading off to Finland next year. But on the same level, we could also be going to Sweden. In our heads, we're going to Sweden or Finland next year.
Yeah, it's either, for me, it's either Sweden or Finland, but I want Finland.
I mean, I'd be happy with either, to be honest, but after watching Finland's rehearsal yesterday, I'm leaning more towards Finland taking it. But we still have Spain to come, which I'm predicting to be a potential winner, so
Yeah, I would be. I mean, I would be happy with either because I've been to Eurovision in Sweden and it was it was fantastic. I've not been to a Eurovision in Finland, so I don't know what that experience would be like.
And Eurovision in Spain will be so unorganized and it will run late. So we don't want that.
Yeah, but if we look at things like UMCO and Melfest, they're both.
Yeah.
Melfest is always on another level, but UMCO is such a slickly produced national selection as well that even if we do go to Finland next year, I would imagine it to be very, very well produced.
It's one of my favorite national finals.
Oh yeah.
UMK.
And also Nedas is saying you think Israel has winner potential as well. Well, yes.
Yes. That was what my top 3 is actually Finland, Sweden, and Israel.
Yeah, and I love it when a country comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I really do. Anyway, we've got to talk about Georgia.
Slovenia.
The boys.
I'm
Absolutely
so
loved
happy.
it.
Yes. It's a party on stage. It's like boys being boys, being themselves as a band. The very little stage direction, I would guess, is more like them jamming, like rocking out with their very colorful outfits and sounding great, and just like having this great chemistry on stage.
And the stage colours
Yes.
I love, and also how they're set up on the stage as well. I think it's very dynamic for me, and I think whoever has managed this whole journey, well, I think we know who's managed most of this journey for Joker Out, but this whole package, whoever's, it just works, and these boys have got a real future ahead of them, regardless of whether they get a top 10 placing in Eurovision. It'd be an absolute crime if they don't go through to the final. In my head, I can't see a final without them.
Yeah. In my head, they have already gone through.
Yeah.
I've already counted them in.
Yeah, but just even watching interviews with them, they're funny, the things they say, they're charismatic, they're individuals, they've got banter, they have a good laugh together, they're not censored. It's just everything about the Joker Out package works for me.
And it works for me too. This was one of the rehearsals I was most looking forward to seeing because Slovenia is one of my favourite songs this year. And they did not disappoint at all. They brought so much charisma and confidence to that stage. And when you're watching the TikTok clip and all of the photos, you can see that they're really kind of playing into the camera and just having the best time on stage. And they interact very well with each other as well. And it's just great to see, in my opinion. And I think people are going to pick up on that, the televoters watching at home. And I predict good things for them.
Yeah, and actually everything you've said about the charisma, and that's, there's no comparison between LPS and Joker Out in terms of the song or the style of the band, etc. But Joker Out for me have got everything that LPS were lacking at that point. They were very young. Maybe they will grow into their charisma, but that's what was lacking with Slovenia this year, and now they're just bringing it in bucket loads, and I love them. I'd be so disappointed if they don't go through. And we've got lots of love for Slovenia in the live as well. Mark, you think Slovenia or Austria will win semi 2? We've got Nedas is asking Lithuania top 15 potential in the final. And we're going to talk about Lithuania, but I'm going to say yes, I believe it does have top 15 potential, and I think what really works for Lithuania, other than Monica's voice, because she's got a fantastic vocal, are the others that she's on stage with. And I think when they get involved, it all just becomes quite magical. And for me, it's like it's the Mummers effect. It's similar to what we've got with Gustav this year. I'm trying to think of some other backing vocalists that have really got involved with the performer. It's just kind of become like a moment on stage. But those are the obvious ones that jump out at me. I'm trying to think.
The other that comes to mind, but it will be involving the dancers. Eleni Foureira had a really great connection with the dancers, for example. It really is who you are on stage with, and the feeling that you are part of their group or part of the family.
Yeah. On in travel is saying Lithuania is the most underrated this year. I don't think it's the most
yeah.
underrated.
I don't think she's underrated at all. She's even the artists themselves hype her.
AXWL is saying you don't want any song to beat a non-qualifier. Welcome to our world, because it's so, you know, we always end up saying that, you know, 16 out of 17 songs are going to qualify from the semi-final. It's so hard, and you know, obviously we get to meet these artists kind of over the preceding months up to Eurovision, and you know, everyone deserves it for the work they put in, and they're all fantastic artists. So we will see, but no doubt there will be some shocks, there will be some surprises, and there will be some disappointment.
And blood and glitter.
Yeah.
Blood and glitter.
After Slovenia, we had Georgia. Wind machine alert, and for me it looks stunning, and I got that power from that clip that I was hoping for.
Yeah. Oh.
No, go ahead.
They've pulled it out of the bag this year. They not only do they have a great song and a great singer to match, but they've also got a staging that suits the song perfectly, even if it is a bit scary for my liking. But they've got these dark, moody colours, lots of smoke, kind of filling the stage. And Iru's vocals are just like on another level, in my opinion. And this is the song that will get Georgia back into the final. I do think.
Yeah, I like her vocals are amazing. I'm really drawn to her singing. She never misses a key, and that's really awesome. And all of those vocal runs, I like it very much.
Yeah, it's epic. I love epic when it comes to Eurovision, and the type of performance that we're going to get from Iru, you know, is a performance that we've seen. We've seen before. It's just we're not seeing it very much at the moment, which is why it will stand out much more, I think, this year. And yeah, I've probably said everyone's going to get through to the final, haven't I, tonight? Nuno, you're saying you don't like Israel, it's patchwork. We've got Amalia, who's an Armenia supporter. Armenia's another one for me that's going to go through to the final. That is that's this second semi-final, isn't it, Armenia?
Yeah.
Let's have a look, and we've got some more Armenia support. Nuno is saying Portugal top 10, Spain top 5. Could see that happening.
I could see that happening too.
I could see Portugal top 10, and probably I could see that happening.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when we come to see the Big Six do their rehearsals, it's really gonna set the cat among the pigeons, shall we say? Because I can't see, unless Spain have made a really, really massive mistake this year, I can't see them stage Aya in any other way other than a huge glow up from the Benidorm Fest performance, which was outstanding as well.
And she's a scenograpist herself, so she will definitely know what she's doing.
I really, really hope so. That's probably one of the. It's probably the. No, sorry, we've got Lazada as well. But Lazada, France, and Spain are probably the ones that I'm most excited about seeing.
Me too.
On
and
Thursday.
UK.
And UK. Nervous about UK as well, because
too.
we've got form. It was obviously great last year. But even if it is rubbish, which I'm sure it won't be, the BBC are doing a great job in organising the contest this year on behalf of Ukraine. On in travel, you don't really like Spain. Alexander Pagels, you just came back from Måneskin live.
Oh, how was that?
What is amazing. We've got Manuel, you're saying Portugal must be in the final. If not, it would be very unfair. I agree. I really think that Portugal has got enough to stand out.
And if not, we have a replacement right here.
Yeah, and she deserves it as well.
Yeah, but I have no doubt that Portugal is going to qualify.
Me neither.
David Morse, you're saying you don't think Spain will finish in the top 5. You don't think she will gain from the televote, and the jury will be split across many others. Spain is one of those songs. It's so Spanish, obviously, and it's so kind of targeted to that audience. But then I think about songs like, and it's in Spanish as well, which some may think is a disadvantage, but then I think of songs like Go Away, which was also very Ukrainian and very folky, and that did really well. They had a fantastic performance. It was hypnotic, and for me, Aya is the same. So I don't think it will tank in the televised. I really hope it doesn't. And what excites me about this is the fact that, you know, here in the UK, people are going to be seeing a song like this at Eurovision and potentially picking up their phones and voting for it. I really hope they do.
But then I think also, you know, as Clara's mentioned before, Spanish people don't listen to this type of music, and it's more aimed at tourists. So maybe that could work to her advantage, perhaps. And maybe all these Europeans and Australians are going to like this more than the Spanish do, and then vote for it, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, well, Spanish can't vote for their own country, so I think it's going to be Spain has the public in the pocket if they want to.
I'm really excited about seeing it on Thursday. Who was after Georgia? I think we had
San Marino.
San Marino, was it, after Georgia?
Yes.
I still really like this song. I mean, I wasn't expecting to see anything like amazing with their.
It's not an Achille Lauro situation.
No. But I like it, and I love. I have to say, I really love the outfits that they're wearing as well, and I love his jacket. His jacket looks fantastic in the clip that we saw. And for me, San Marino, I just wanted to put in a good show and give a great vocal and enjoy their performance. Because yes, I don't think San Marino is going to be going through this year, but I really like it.
Yeah, we were actually humming it after we watched the TikTok for quite a while. So they have that going on for them. It's a song that sticks in your memory, it's an earworm, even if I also don't believe it might qualify, but it's a song I'm going to be remembering for a very long time, I think.
Yeah, I'm on the same page with both of you. I think the staging is better than the song itself. I love these bright red colours that are coming
I'm loving
through.
the red actually in this,
But unfortunately, the song for me falls a bit flat, and I don't think it's going to be memorable enough to kind of win over the televoters.
Yeah, but it's a great experience for the guys, and I can think about them being interviewed in the future, and people the reporter may be asking them, what's the best memories you have, and they're probably going to say Eurovision.
Emma Kiernan, hey, in Canada, you're torn between Czechia, Portugal, and the Netherlands qualifying. You don't think there's room for all three? Well, do you know what I hate about this year is it's just like the smaller number of non-qualifier slots as well. So there's only going to be 11 songs that don't go through to the final.
I am not ready for this.
To see.
If you've ever watched a live Eurovox stream in the semi-finals, you will see that I just completely am a wreck and cannot contain myself.
Yeah, probably a good idea to say you probably are unlikely to see a live stream of us during the shows this year as well, because in the press centre we're not allowed to live stream during the shows. So we will try and work out what we're going to be doing on those days. But yeah, the days of watching Jess as a nervous wreck may be over, unfortunately.
But you have all our memories.
Yeah. Hey to Riyadh as well. We've got Nuno. You're saying you love Germany. Well, Germany actually. Who knows?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
They're back in Europe. They've stopped their American tour, their South American tour, so they're back in Europe. And I guess they'll be flying soon to Germany, to Liverpool.
Yeah, Edgar, you're saying Armenia will win the semi-final as well. It's so landsliding. I think the only disadvantage for Armenia is the slot. So I wouldn't have them down as a winner, but for me it's a surefire qualifier, because what we saw from the rehearsal yesterday, it was absolutely stunning, and she's got an amazing voice. On In Travel, you like San Marino, you thought it was great. Who was after San Marino? Then we had Austria. I was a little underwhelmed, and maybe it's just like the clips that we saw. The vocals were great, but I think maybe we haven't seen the full extent of the performance. So a little underwhelmed by what we did see. but loved the styling. We saw like a small appearance of dancers, but then there was times where they were on stage on their own. And I think, for me, I think the LED graphics hopefully are really going to bring this alive on stage as well.
Yeah, I think it's going to look really full once the camera closes up on them. And because, you know, we saw there was a lot of space between the graphics down and like the ceiling graphics. So it's still, not the ceiling graphics, but you know, like the panel goes really high. So I think with close camera shots, it's just going to look full and really cool.
Yeah, I think I kind of agree with Andy. When you watch the TikTok clip,
It is hard to say that, isn't it?
it is a bit kind of underwhelming and it doesn't necessarily look great. But then when you look at the photos that they provided, you can see there's a lot of backing dancers with them and a lot of graphics on the backdrop, and that makes it look more exciting and more kind of like a more great performance and more overwhelming rather than underwhelming. So I'm very excited to see the full like 3 minutes of this, because I feel like the short clip didn't really show off the performance in the best way.
But we also have to remember the music video for this, which was fantastic and humorous. And I think what we didn't see in the clip that we saw today was humour. And I'm sure we will be getting some humour in this. So I think Austria, for me, have been disadvantaged by the clip. And I'm sure when we get to see a bit more of the performance, we will be as excited about this one as we'd hoped to be. And also, Taya and Selena, very, very creative. So I'm sure they would have had a lot of input into this as well. They're very, very, very talented and intelligent. Intelligent individuals when it comes to music and creativity, etc. So there you go. To say hello to Podsemek. I hope I said your name right. I want to know what we think about Poland. So we have spoken about Poland already, but I think unanimously it was a massive glow up, and I think we were all happy to see what Poland have done with the staging and also the little revamp, because we now have a dance break as well. So very exciting to see that today. Bubble Pirate wants to know which countries do we think will struggle to qualify from semi-final 2. So I'm going to say Estonia and San Marino.
Yeah, I agree with those. And Albania.
I think I would say Albania, San Marino and Iceland.
Iceland as well, yeah.
Oh, I like her.
Me too.
It's hard. It's hard when you get to like experience the artist's energy in interviews, and then they put so much work, and then it doesn't really payoff is not fair, because they will do an amazing performance, but it doesn't get the support that they hoped
that they want.
And then after whoever we just spoke about, I can't remember who that was. Austria. Then comes Albania.
Yeah, this is a song I just don't connect, and I don't understand why, because all of the elements should be there. It's like ethnical, it's a family, it's fun to watch, like their aunt sing next to them, like the father, the mother, the brother, and you can clearly see who is who. Like, but there's something I just can't connect. And maybe like also the costumes are black and just not showing the best version, or like they could have been represented better. It was the video clip, maybe it was more of like a family setting in a living room that maybe brought some character. I think maybe it's that it's there's a character missing.
For me, it's just not something that we haven't seen a number of times before in terms of the staging for Albania. And it's a difficult song to stage. One of the things I'm happy about is the move. It looks like especially the male members of the family are moving a bit better, because it looked a bit awkward for me at Festivali Kunges. So I think with what they've got, they've done a good job, but we're seeing kind of black, red, dark again for Albania, and I'm thinking, you know what, Albania, now I want to see something kind of bright and colourful from you. So I do think Albania will struggle to qualify this year, but love watching them. As it's special to see a family on stage like that, and I kind of get the similar vibe with the twins from Azerbaijan as well. but yeah, it's a bit been there, done that for me now.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, for me, it's very underwhelming because I'm just sort of seeing the family members just all stood in a row, just kind of singing and doing some slight kind of choreo, but nothing really more is happening. They're just kind of standing there, and I would like to see something more, but it just, at least in the TikTok clip, it just doesn't come. And for me, it doesn't really excite me as much as I would like it to. Which is sad because, you know, obviously I don't want to lose anyone and have non-qualifiers, but it's got to happen.
And I've totally forgotten what I was going to say. I was going to say that there may be something that we've not seen yet because we've only seen a very short clip. But then on the same page, I'm thinking, well, what on earth could that be with a song and a group like this? That's what I'm saying. There's not a lot you can do. I mean, you know, we're not going to be seeing Familia Kelmendi lying down on the stage or doing
crazy
backflips.
choreo. Yeah.
You know, it's just not the right song for that. So it would be. I just see you in the screen doing that now.
I mean,
let's distract Andy.
That TikTok thing. So yeah.
Yeah. I think the staging they have suits the song, the style of the song, but doesn't necessarily suit the Eurovision stage.
But the mum's my favourite. I do love the mum. Rye Bailey, you're saying the family look bored. Lost Matches, you're saying Albania's song is very OTT, it's a bit too much. ESC Manga, do we think there will be a shock non-qualifier? There is always a shock non-qualifier, so I think there will be. Bubble Pirate, you don't remember one entry of Albania? Like, I've loved loads of Albania.
They've had some great entries over the years.
Yeah, I was listening to Yonida actually the other day, which I haven't listened to for a long time, and I loved Angela Peristeri.
Eugen Pushpepa.
Oh, of course.
A great one.
How did I forget about him?
Amazing one.
It's like my favourite. Hey Ben Enti as well. How you doing?
Hi.
We after Albania, I think then we had Lithuania.
Yep.
Which I think we've kind of spoken about Lithuania already,
but she has incredible vocals, and she has this. She brings this family of friends on stage.
Yeah.
Like the backing vocalists really make a good job of warming up the whole persona, her whole persona, her whole presence. They're an really important element of this performance.
Yeah, everything just looks great and sounds great on stage with Lithuania. And it all comes together so nicely. And I find it really like uplifting and like feel good when the backing vocalists come out, and I think that is going to resonate with a lot of viewers at home.
Yeah, it will. When the other singers appear on stage with her, I think that's going to be a bit of a moment on stage. So we're looking forward to that. Hello to Taya J. How you doing?
Hi.
Lovely to see you here. So we spoke about Lithuania earlier. So if you are just joining us, you wonder why we're not saying much about Lithuania. We had a bit of a discussion on that already. We've also got Francesco M. Long time, Francesco M. I think. Where have you been? We've missed you. After Lithuania, I feel like I'm racing through now because I'm really desperate to talk about Australia. But after Lithuania, we had.
Well, you don't have to wait any longer.
Is it Australia?
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is like everything I wanted and more. They look amazing. It's all I didn't see is pyro, and I'm pretty sure that you can't have this performance without pyro. But they've got a Toyota MR2 on stage as well, and you know I do know about my cars. I was actually watching a documentary on YouTube a couple of weeks ago about Toyota MR2. For those of you who didn't know about your cars, check out Big Car on YouTube. He does documentaries about cars. And hello to ESC Scott. But yeah, I freaking love this. And I think this has got a really good chance of... I'm going to go out and I'm going to say that this could be in like the top two of this semi-final, because I really think they're going to pull it out of the bag with their performance. It's just, oh my God. So I was just talking about Australia. It's literally like the inside of my head, like on stage and more, and the jackets, and I don't know, I just love it so much.
Come back next week for the Andy Show in Australia.
And the key to... I know, I'm joking.
I could see this winning the semi, actually. I think...
Oh, I was going to say winning, and then I felt like I can't say winning because I was thinking, shit, it's like Finland in this or Sweden or something.
Yeah.
I can see it winning too.
I mean, we have a couple of rock bands in Eurovision this year, but I think Voyager on stage are like the rockiest rock band we have, probably. The amount of kind of rocking out they're doing on stage is incredible, in my opinion. Everything about the staging works, from the graphics to the car to the outfits, and I'm just absolutely loving every second of this.
And the... I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
And the fact that they won't have shown us like the best of the performance in the TikTok clip as well. So there is more. And oh God, I love it. Anyway, Clara.
No,
I'm so sorry.
I don't think I can replicate this amount of energy here. I'm running low on energy. But I really like the performance. I think it's amazing. It's fantastic. It's a band being themselves, but in a different way as Joker Out are being themselves. It's like they're two bands with two different personalities, and I love the way this band is portraying their own glam personality, because there's also glam elements there. And I love the nod to the I forgot the name of the pattern, like the tweed pattern, but it's sequins. So it's a very interesting nod to England, I think.
And Danny's jacket is like a blue
Yeah.
colour now as well. And I don't remember ever seeing any white Toyota MR2s as well. So I don't know if it's had a paint job. And KC9 Music is also saying Danny is mad about cars. That's useful to know.
But Andy...
Oh, sorry, yes.
How do you feel about seeing Brenda on the Eurovision
Well, I've
stage?
just seen Gingerbread says that Brenda's had an upgrade as well. Ellen Hanwright, we were just talking about Australia. Good morning to you from Australia. Australia looks amazing, so proud. You have to rewind about 5, 10, how long have I been talking about Australia for? Maybe 10 minutes to see our discussion. Joanne J, you've got Australia down as a surprise winner. Wow.
Of the whole show or of the semi-final?
Yeah, I think there was a tiny bit of pro in one of the... pyro in one of the photos. Oh, I missed that. I missed the pyro. But yeah, there has to be pyro.
Sure,
I mean, they've kind of alluded to the fact that there's going to be pyro.
It would be great to have it coming out of
Brenda. Yeah.
Oh, that would be epic.
And yeah, there we go. It feels really weird for us today because we're used to the semi-final rehearsals being over 4 days.
Yeah.
Obviously, this year they've been squeezed into 3. And I still feel like we've not seen all of the songs in the semis, but we have.
Yeah.
And we're knackered because of it.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. That this year it feels so doing the reviews and going live. We're enjoying every second of it, but it's like, oh my God, am I getting old to go for this? But no, it makes sense that now we've done a work of 4 days in 3 days.
Yeah.
AXW Europe, you've asked if we're going to show our apartment, and no, we're not, because it's a mess
maybe
right now. However,
we will tidy it.
If you go onto our TikTok and follow us there, we have got a video on there where we give a nice tour of our apartment before we moved into it. So it was nice and tidy. ESC Scott, you're saying you haven't heard a bad vocal.
Yeah, that is very true. When it comes to vocal and people sing in key, everyone has managed to do it this year, which is amazing.
And we've not heard of any technical difficulties yet, touch wood.
It's the BBC. I think the fact that it's also celebrated in the UK, it's a guarantee that we were going to get like.
But even sound issues, we've not heard about any sound issues. So everyone seems pretty happy with how the rehearsals have gone.
Not to jinx it, but the Big Six haven't rehearsed yet.
And they will be the worst.
Sorry, I just have to read out. This is literally the best comment. Count on the British to cause everyone to have shorter semis.
Oh, why?
Short. Think about it, Clara. Shorter semis.
Sorry, I'm just
what
like.
do I wake up with? No. Sometimes in the morning.
That's a great comment.
I still don't get it. I will get it in a few hours when my brain starts working again.
We will explain.
Yes, please.
I can't believe we need to explain that to Clara, of all people. Do you get it now?
No. I know, like where this comment is going.
Ryan Bailey, you're saying Iceland deserves to qualify, but sadly you don't think they will. Mr. No thinks Dvorci will have amazing staging. I think they will as well. That's another one I'm excited to see. You think Nuno thinks that Finland are going to win. We've got Jorge Silva. Your top 10 is Spain, Israel, Norway, France, Portugal, Sweden, Finland, Armenia, Italy, and Moldova.
Ooh.
Good choices, Jorge.
And very specific, like you've really done your homework very well. I think we should by now have ourselves maybe a top 10, but
Korab World, you're saying black outfits represent the eagle on the Albanian flag. The red staging is the red colour of the flag.
We get that much, but like that's been done
before.
Almost every year.
I mean, you guys know how much I love Albania. I love Albanian people. I love Albanian culture, and you should be very proud of your culture as you are. But I think for me, next year I just want to see something different for Albania in terms of staging, because I feel like if I'm feeling like that way, then the audience will start to feel like that, as well. And there's so much musical talent in Albania, and the voices you've got in that country. So I know you're always going to bring it with the vocals. I just think the staging needs a bit of a glow up now. We need a different concept. Simple things, Ukraine's music video will translate so well on stage. I agree with that, actually. I agree. I think it's going to be very simple and very clean cut when it comes to Ukraine's staging, but I might have it wrong. Rye Bailey, you keep changing your top 10. I don't even do a top 10 because I've got about 25 countries in my top 10, so there's no point.
I just wait for the final day to do the top 10, because that is where everything is clear for me.
Yeah. Do we think Cyprus or Italy is going to win the guns games? The guns, like the muscles.
Yeah. I think Cyprus. I think Italy is it's the camera work.
Is there not someone else this year who's got a...
You.
Apart from me. Surely they're not the only muscly men we got this year.
Maybe... All I can think of is women.
To be fair, I think in other years we've had more.
Probably in some of the bands, but we're not seeing we're not seeing them expose themselves. To that
wait for Germany, because they're going to wear harnesses.
Or
are they?
Yes.
Oh. We do also see kind of a bit of skin from Theodor from Romania.
But I don't think he has guns. I think the Germans are hiding some guns there.
I'm sure there's someone else. I'm just trying to think of who. But I would say Cyprus.
Yeah.
Cyprus.
What tracks are we streaming the most in Liverpool? I wish we had time to stream, but we literally haven't listened to any music. And I think the odd times that we have listened to music, it's been non-Eurovision.
When we're driving in your car.
When we're driving. And that's kind of on purpose as well, because we do need to remind ourselves that there is other music out there other than Eurovision.
But we are constantly singing along and humming along and whistling to various Eurovision songs anyway. We kind of do our own streaming.
It's like the weirdest thing. Like all year round, we pretty much only listen to Eurovision. When we come to Eurovision, we don't listen to other stuff.
You know what I find the best? Silence.
Yeah.
After days like this, I really appreciate silence.
Riyadh, you love Moldova too, but you're afraid they won't qualify.
I think they will.
I also am on the fence about Moldova qualifying.
Gingerbread, you think Marco's hotter than Andrew, but you think Andrew will win guns-wise.
We'll let you know. We'll come back and let you know.
TUS, you're saying Brunette Future Lover is the champion. It's such an exciting Eurovision.
Yes.
For me, apart from the fact that it feels like a two-horse race. I wish it was a bit more open, but the staging that we've seen, the quality of and the artists that we've spoken to are really liking the stage as well.
Yeah, the fact that it's a two-horse race, it doesn't really take away that there are other 37 places, so we can also play to see which one takes the other places. It's not only about first or second. Those are already taken, so let's play along with the positions that are remaining, because those are also very honorable positions. I would be happy to like finish 4th in Eurovision if I went.
And TUS, I like Cyprus, I always have done. And I'm going to say let's wrap up because I think we're all feeling quite tired.
Yes.
And you guys have probably had enough of us already. And thank you so much for joining. If you're new, make sure you subscribe. And we will catch you tomorrow. But Bubble Pirate, you just shouted out to us. How far do we think?
Hoidemut.
Hoidemut.
Oh, from UMK.
UMK.
Oh, I heard that one after. I really liked that one, actually.
Yes.
That was
Yeah.
another like 80s vibe song done very, very well.
I thought it was going to come second. I didn't expect it to come so low.
Yeah.
I really liked
did
it
it come
very much.
last?
No, but
Or
almost.
fourth or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know from UMK the song I've added to my playlist, my non-Eurovision playlist that has every now and then some Eurovision song, Portion Boys. I love that. I
that
love
was a
that.
great
It's
one.
such a party song.
Anyway, guys, we're going to wrap it up. We're going to say goodnight. Love you all. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you tomorrow.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.